Hello, I'm Fran, one of the physios in a mainstream team based at Reigate. Today's challenge has been set by one of our patients, Ruthie. Over to you, Ruthie.
Hello everyone, today I've been asked to set you your new challenge by Fran. My name's Ruthie and I've been coming to Reigate since I was a toddler, which is a very long time. So I thought for this week's challenge that you should perhaps learn a new skill. For me, I found that during lockdown to cure my boredom, to do things and to learn how to do things that perhaps I couldn't do when all my friends were doing them. For me, this was tying my shoelaces and practicing my work on how to stand up from the floor unaided. Now, these things may seem silly for a 17-year-old to be learning about for the first time, but because the way my fingers move and the way that my coordination is are affected because of my disability, I found these really difficult, and at times I felt quite silly not being able to do them. But I found that in the safety of my own home during lockdown, this was the perfect opportunity for me to practice these skills and really fine-tune them. So I ask you this: is there something that you've felt a bit silly or unable to do, or nervous or anxious or something like that, that you really want to try? And I want you to have a go this week and see what you can do, because I think you'll surprise yourself. This is how I've learnt how to tie my laces one-handed. So what I do is I get my laces like this, and I make sure they're separate down the sides of my feet. You can't really see that, there we go. Then I cross them over and take the right one underneath like that, so it ties a little tie, and I pull them back separately. I then take this one and I make a loop like this, where the sort of tail of the shoelace goes on over the top of the start of the loop. I then do the opposite for the other one, so that the tail of the loop goes the other way, so it goes underneath the top of the loop. I then put one through the other, and I tighten it by pulling the string. So the second thing that I learned during the isolation was how to successfully stand up unaided without using any support from my parents or my carers. Now for this, it took a lot of trial and error, because my balance can be bad when I'm tired. So I first started to use my sofa, which is here, as a way of using a physical support that I could push up onto, and then put my foot down and stand up from, like so. So I felt, how do I break down these steps to make it a bit more manageable to myself? So I moved away a little bit from the sofa, but it was still there if I needed it. I put my foot forward, and for me this is my right foot, but you can use your left foot, and I pushed down into it and used my left foot and tried to get it onto the flat, and that's how I stand up unaided. So those are two challenges that I set myself and that I worked towards, and yes, they made me feel a little bit silly learning them at 17, but now I'm really happy that I can do them. So I want to see what you guys are going to do and what you're going to learn about, because it's all about using this time productively and having some fun whilst doing it. Bye!
I'm quite a chatty person, so I've had to learn patience and quietness as I spend my whole days at work all by myself in the office with hardly anyone to talk to. But it's okay, I keep in touch in other ways. That's what I've learned.
Hi guys, it's Kate, one of the physios in the mainstream team, and during lockdown I've learnt to hula hoop.
Hi, I'm Jenny and I'm the team leader, and during lockdown I've been learning how to grow plants. Let me show you. These are my chili plants. These ones are my radishes, and here I've got some sunflowers.
Hi, my name's Chloe, and the new skill that I've been learning in lockdown is how to make candles.
Have a think about what new skills you might want to learn. There's some tips and ideas on our website. And if you've got a physio or an OT, then get in touch, because they might be able to help.